Hello and welcome to British Superbikes Extra and a little bit of history, because for the first time ever the British Superbikes have come to mainland Europe, and look where we are. The Assen TT circuit in northern Holland. What a place to start. Just two races for you on the show this week, and we're going to kick things off with the Eastern Areas British F1 Sidecar Championship. Roger Lovelock and Rick Lawrence had a torrid time last time out, and there was a real opportunity for the chasing pack. Scott Lorry and James Neve grabbed that opportunity, taking a double win, and are now close within 26 points of the leaders. And with 150 points remaining, this championship is still wide open. Taking you through this one, Barry Nutley.
Well, away we go then. Lovelock and Lawrence, 229 points. Tim Reeves clawed a lot back. He's on 109, but Scott Lorry retired in race one, so he's got a fair bit to do. Ben Holland has moved up again. Reuterholt, apart from being on his roof, would have been in a much stronger position. Hegarty going well, and he only joined the championship way back in Brands. Kershaw had a good ride. John Clark Stuart Graham, sadly not here. He's been in intensive care back home with a violent reaction to medical treatment, so good luck to you. Gary Horsepole, Rob Biggs, they're there in 11th on 67. Chaplow and Tritton do not start race two. Cracked ribs, the passenger, so Steinhausen and Clues every opportunity to move further up the table. This iconic circuit, 2.8 miles of Assen, and a good crowd still here, and we've had some terrific racing. Pole position, Reeves, Steinhausen was within a tenth of a second in race one. Hegarty and Lawson then third fastest in qualifying. Johan Reuterholt, Aki Alto, they're down there on row two. Lovelock and Lawrence have got a bit to do, but they've just got to keep riding consistently. Andy Peach, Charlie Richardson, Ben Holland, Lee Watson, and the first of our Dutch riders, Benny Stroyer. And alongside me, a Dutchman, Kees Endeveld, who himself is a World Championship class sidecar passenger. Kees, this could be a good race, and the Dutch guys every opportunity, yeah?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, it's Benny Stroyer who's leading the Dutch Championship at the moment. Colin Nicholson second. You must know Colin because he's been around for many years.
Yeah, well, looking forward to bringing you into the action. It's a 12-lap race, so a lot to go at. We had a very, very big grid, oversubscribed in actual fact this entry. 36 we had, so we had to eliminate one or two in qualifying, and since then we've had a couple of retirements, so my best guess is 28 sidecars on the line. Tim Reeves then on pole position, nearest the camera. Watch the lights. Here we go. Away they go then. The lights change. Off down the first right-hander approaching them. Now Steinhausen did not get a particularly strong start because Hegarty has gone right with him. From the front then it's Reeves, Tim Reeves, Ashley Hawes. Out they go. Lovelock sitting there in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th place. Andy Peach ahead of him. Ben Holland, Lee Watson. Now, sidecars are a very, very popular part of any Dutch racing program, Case, it's fair to say, yeah?
Yeah, it definitely is. I mean, Benny Stroyer's got a lot of publicity this year because obviously he's the son of Egbert Stroyer, a 3-time world champion. But also, yeah, the class has progressed a lot, and having the BSB here is brilliant for the sport because it brings the level up. It brings the national riders, yeah, it takes seconds off the lap times. It's brilliant.
We're talking about lap times. Jörg Steinhausen, number 39, did a 1:42.261 yesterday, which I'm not familiar with the existing lap record, but I can tell you that is about as quick as anyone's gone around here, I would have thought, with the sidecar outfit.
Yes, it definitely is. I mean, Steiny did an incredible lap. In Holland, the lap times are be about 44, and that's what the lap record is. So, yeah, Steiny, if he does it, yeah, he did it yesterday in the race, he's got the lap record.
Okay, then, Steinhausen in second. Tim Reeves, Ashley Hawes, number 77 away. But look at Sean Hegarty, Callum Lawson, number 33, in fourth. It's the number 60, Raimor Suzuki of Ben Holland and Lee Watson. Andy Peach, Charlie Richardson, number 4, right with him. Then it's Lovelock and Lawrence. Then it's Reuterholt, who actually went backwards, Johan Reuterholt, number 27. He is the 4th outfit on the back of this, but his corner speed, the way he outbrakes into the bends, is colossal. Peach and Holland side by side. Look at Steinhausen being threatened now, and into second place goes Sean Hegarty. Callum Lawson holding down that third wheel for the drive, pushing out of the bend. Hegarty then up to second. Steinhausen somewhat sluggish there to be outbraked by Sean Hegarty. Fantastic, but already a terrific lead by Tim Reeves. That's retirement. Who's that?
Dieter Eilers.
Okay, so Case is in here to advise us on the intimate knowledge of the Dutch crews. So is he a guy who runs for, back at the action, I'm sorry. Andy Peach, Charlie Richardson, Lovelock and Lawrence, number 49. Here we go. There's Holland and Lee Watson. Goodness knows what happened to them. We've got a 4-man, we've got a 12-wheeler. A 12-wheeler here. Peach, Lovelock, then it's Reuterholt. And right on the back of it, Laurie, look at Lovelock. Lovelock going through, wonderful move. Copybook stuff. Come on, Roger, keep scoring the points.
I think we should also look at the lap time that Tim Reeves just did. He did a 1:42.0. That's the new lap record.
Fantastic. You're quite right. You're on the case there. You're on the case. I'm sorry. Good. Wonderful stuff. Brilliant. 1:42.0. So terrific. Look at that move then. Roger Lovelock, Rick Lawrence through on the inside. Wonderful. We've seen what's a 141.8 here? A 141.8. A 141.8 here from Reeves. So there's your lap record, 141.8. Even quicker the man is going. Hegarty and Steinhausen, neck and neck. It's unfolding on the tarmac here on the 2.8-mile Assen circuit, the Cathedral of Speed as it's known locally, and a terrific crowd. Big sidecar fans, the Dutch, aren't they?
They definitely are. I mean, we got a bit of history with Stroyer, but still now people are following it on Twitter, on Facebook. They're really enthusiastic about all the sidecar racing. And look, Hegarty is still keeping the second position. How great is that?
Yeah, well, sometimes the camera position belies that, but he's stretched it. He's actually opened out. Last time over the line, the gap was a little bit wider, 1/10 of a second, but he stretched it now. That is more than a 1/10 of a second, I am sure. Steinhausen very fast. Scott Laurie has battled his way through. So Scott Laurie has come from the back of that bunch up into a very strong, what looks to me like 4th position, maybe 5th position. That's 4th position for Scott Laurie next time over the line. Our top 3 established, Reeves, Hegarty, Steinhausen. And this the battle then for 4th. Well, terrific stuff on lap 5 then of 12, so still a long way to go. Scott Laurie, as you know, in race 1 incurred a drive-through penalty, did not serve it, would have been disqualified, but he retired anyway, so game over.
Yeah, such a shame. I mean, he comes all this way. He did some testing in the Dutch round, Scott, and he broke down on the last lap.
This is also the battle for the championship. We are looking at Scott Laurie on 190 points, Lovelock and Lawrence on 229. Roger Lovelock knows he does not want to give too many points away to the man from Kirkliston, just outside Edinburgh. Scott Laurie, James Neve, his passenger from Lincoln, the tall, lanky James Neve over the back. What a terrific job he's doing. This the battle then still for second. Number 33, Hegarty and Lawson. Steinhausen is alongside. What can Hegarty do here? Nothing is the answer to that, because through goes Jorg, Steinhausen and Greg Clues up into second place, but Reeves is away with it. 8 seconds clear. Phenomenal.
That BMW got some power, doesn't it? But now, can Hegarty follow him, and can they close the gap up to Tim Reeves? I think it's a bit too much.
I think Tim Reeves is away with this one. 8.5 seconds the gap over the line last time, so it's a tough ask for anybody. Benny Stroyer still there in 9th place. Ricky Stevens in 10th. Gary Horspool in 12th. He's doing well. Colin Nicholson, another of the Dutch regular championship runners, although he's a Brit, is running strongly as well in 11th.
I would like to claim Colin Nicholson, as he lives in Holland at the moment. He builds his own bikes and he lives in Helmond, so I think he belongs to us, Barry.
Good enough, good enough. We'll give you that one. We will give you that one. This, then, the battle for second place. That's occupied at the moment by the number 39 BMW of Jörg Steinhausen. Gregory Clues, the Frenchman, lives down near Bordeaux, holding down the rear wheel. Callum Lawson from Retford in Nottinghamshire, and his driver, Sean Hegarty. Can they wind in Steinhausen? 0.46 behind him. Well, it's going to be a tough ask, but this is the battle. This is how they finished in race 1. Steinhausen second by a gnat's whisker. It was so close, and he got stronger in the closing stages, but the gap now, 9 seconds, Tim Reeves has at the front of this race. Oh, Callum Lawson is only a slight figure, but he uses his weight to great advantage. The sidecar wheel just pawing the air. Callum holding on here. 12 laps. We are on lap 7, so well over half distance. And one of the back markers being lapped, and he moves nicely out of the way. Here's the battle for fourth place. Number 72, Scott Lorry, James Neve, Roger Lovelock, Rick Lawrence in the slipstream. And we know Roger Lovelock's number 49 outfit is unbelievably quick. Can he then get past Scott Lorry, who desperately needs those points?
And also Assen is quite hard on tyres, so how would the tyre situation be? Definitely in this group, they've been battling all the way around. What's going to happen?
Good point. The control tyre for this series is Avon. The Avon fitters have been out there frantically sorting out the tyre compounds. We've got a medium, and we've got a hard rear, and we've got a soft and medium front option. Lovelock is on the inside. Is he going to go on too hot? No, he's done it. Wonderful stuff through that left and right. Lovelock then now in 4th. Scott Lorry down in 5th. Here comes Scott Lorry again on the inside. Yes, he's made it stick with a back marker ahead of them. Scott Lorry and James Neve are going to have to thread their way through, and they do. Roger Lovelock going with them. Andy Peach hasn't given up. Johan Reuterholt battling as well. Reuterholt strong in 7th place, but unable to catch. And this is sidecar racing case at its best.
It definitely is. It's for us a pleasure to have the British Championship here, also the Superbikes. We're really proud we're having the BSB in Holland, and yeah, like I said before, it's brilliant.
Well, let's just hope it becomes a regular feature on the British Superbike calendar, because if that's the case, then we, the Eastern Airways F1 Sidecar Championship, will be coming along too, and hopefully we'll have a better fitting next year with the World Rounds as well. Not too many clashes, so we'll have the likes of Tim Reeves, the Birchalls and Steinhausen at more British Championship rounds.
The back market has just been overtaken. Number 5, the blue outfit, is Phil Croft. That's a name that...
That's another British name. Yeah, 1 or 2 of these British refugees come to Holland and race under Dutch licenses. It's fair to say, Case, that the competition here, take out the top 3 or 4, the competition is less hard.
It definitely is. I mean, the lap times from Stroyer, who's in 9th position at the moment, are about 5 or 6 seconds a lap quicker than after the top 5. So what I think is, with this championship coming here, is make us all stronger, all the Dutch competitor, just see where they need to go. Where
you can be, what can be achieved. 8.2 seconds. So that gap is coming down, but we are on lap 9 of 12. So to expect Jörg Steinhausen and Gregory Clues to take out 8 seconds in the last 3 laps is going to be a tough call. Nonetheless, this battle for 4th place very much alive. 4th place at the moment, occupied by Scott Lorry and James Neve, and they've been swapping that place with Roger Lovelock and Rick Lawrence. Neve very calm, just look at that, locks himself in position, just looking backwards at what's happening behind. This then the scrap for 4th. Andy Peach is there in 6th. Then we've got Johan Reuterholt, and still at the very back of it all, Ben Holland and Lee Watson unable to get to the front of this traffic jam, and that's where they need to be.
Coming back to Reeves' gap getting smaller to Steinhausen, Tim must have seen the signals from his father in pit lane, who does the pit board, because we shouldn't forget it's a family sport, isn't it? Brian in pit lane is always so nervous, and he must show his son now that he's got enough of a lead to just back it off and win it.
Ex-racer, of course, Brian Reeves. As you're quite right, Case, it is a family sport, and quite often you get the father and son pairing, and then when father retires, the son takes over the handlebars, and that's the way it goes on. We see it so often. We had young Liam Abbott, Steve Abbott's son, riding in the championship this year, and Ian Guy, Carol McBride retiring. So British Championship and Grand Prix regular from many years ago, Ian Guy out of the running with his lady passenger, Carol McBride. Safo on the grass, so they're out of the action. Meanwhile, on lap 10, the race goes on.
Zijn backmarker overtaken now. Wigert Kranenburg and Jermaine van Middelgaal. There are some new, I think, talents from Holland. It's only their second year and they're doing really well, and they enjoy the company of the British.
Well, good of you to say that. Tim holding that 8.5 second advantage. Tim Reeves, 4 times world champion, 2012, and 4 times world champion now. And looking, if he can, to possibly wrap up the British title as well. But if Roger Lovelock keeps riding the way he's going, racking up steady points, I think it might just go out of reach.
Did you notice the special leathers they were in?
I noticed pretty leathers, black and gold. Come on, tell us about that.
That's the special World Championship leathers. MJK gave them some new leathers because they won the World Championship in Le Mans.
Very nice too, very nice too. Tim Reeves and Ashley Halls, you are looking at World Championship class riders, world champions indeed. Ahead of them, some back markers, but Tim gives them plenty of room. Through he goes. Ashley Halls just flicking down his backside, just kissing the tarmac on that left-hander. And I can tell you, ladies and gentlemen, Roger Body and Carl Schofield being lapped. Roger Body, the promoter, in actual fact, of the British F1 Sidecar Championship, is having a few gallops around, few meetings towards the end of his career, I have to say, but he's enjoying it. Meanwhile, Reevesy has lapped him. This the battle for 4th, Scott Lorry and Roger Lovelock, and I would not... I tell you what, I'll get 10 euros out of my pocket that Roger Lovelock passes him. I just have a feeling something's going to happen here.
Yeah, but Scott's going to come back because he's not going to give up. This is about the championship. This is not about the best position in Assen. This is about...
You're quite right. There's a 39-point gap between these two guys at the moment. This is about the championship. You're quite right. 39 points between them. The man on the green outfit, championship leader, on 229. Then we have Scott Lorry on 190. And Ben Holland on 142 is way, way out of touch here, down there in 8th place.
But that means Ben Holland can be just focused on winning the next couple of races, because he's a person that's going to go for it in the last 2 events we have for BSB.
We do, and double points at the final event. So there are 100 points available at Brands Hatch alone in round 9. So that is a significant possibility for Tim to pick up maximum points. Scott Lorry on the penultimate lap then is sitting currently in 4th place, the number 72 outfit. The number 49, Roger Lovelock and Rick Lawrence behind them. Andy Peach on the 4. And Andy Peach, as Case pointed out early in the race, has really raised his game. He is, oh dear me, he is flying. I'm going to stick with this battle because this is where the battle is. Penultimate lap, and it's all going to unfold, Case, I'm sure, on the 12th and final lap.
Yes, but I think we have to pay attention when he comes over the line for the last lap.
Here we go. Lovelock looking at the inside, looking right, looking left. Here he goes, getting as close as he can. Rick Lawrence then holding down. Lovelock is on the inside. Is he going to make it stick? Yes, up to the right, left flick. Here he comes. Left, right through the foot of Rick Lawrence, waving at Scott Lorry and James Neve. And they're on the last lap. Here we go then. Scott Lorry and James Neve on the outside of the bend. Lovelock is now going to ride a defensive lap. 2.8 miles. He's got to try and stay ahead of the Flying Scotsman. Pardon the pun. Lorry, though, determined.
I'm really happy Scott Lorry noticed that he's got 1 lap to go, because we were here in August, last lap before the race was finished.
Well, I'm going to bring these boys home. Hopefully they'll all get home safely. Lovelock and Lawrence, 49. Right then, look at Peach as well. Scott Lorry side by side. They're banging fairings, they're swapping paint. Laurie and Lovelock. Laurie's got it. Scott Laurie goes through into 4th place. So already he's nipped away at that points lead. Is he going to be able to hold it? Is there anything left in Roger Lovelock's locker? Oh, goodness me. This is F1 sidecar racing at its best. Sliders, they're called. The nickname Sliders, you can see why. They slide. Lovelock and Lawrence having a look again. It's not all over yet. The sprint to the line is going to be phenomenal. Still charging through, taking a look. A quick comment, Case. What do you think of this? Over the line goes Tim. Brilliant. Tim Reeves takes the checkered flag. A massive advantage. And here we go, the sprint for second. Who's going to get second? Well, this is the battle for 4th. Scott Laurie, James Neave, then it's Roger Lovelock and Rick Lawrence. Scott Laurie has got it now and he's pulled the gap. He has pulled the gap.
I thought it was going to go to the last corner, but Scott's got a bit of a gap.
They've got it. Lovelock and Lawrence not able to do anything about it. Scott Laurie, James Neave, they've wrapped up 4th place. 2nd place for Steinhausen, 7.8 seconds adrift. Hegarty and Lawson, another podium for them. Absolutely fantastic stuff. But what can you say about this man? Tim Reeves, Ashley Hawes, world champions. They did it in style, and they've done it in style here at Assen. 50 points, double winners, marching on then. That will enhance their championship position. 159, they will be closing, nipping at the heels now of Ben Holland for 4th place in the title. Roger Lovelock with his 5th place will add 11 and he'll be on 240. This will all be confirmed when we see the standings at the end of this.
And the best Dutch rider is Benny Stroyer in 10th.
Confirmation of that stunning win. 20 minutes, 41 seconds. It's a long time. Reeves, Steinhausen 2nd, so there's your podium. Hegarty 3rd. Laurie got the verdict for that 4th place. Lovelock and Lawrence march on, solid points, helping their championship lead. Reuterholt, Peach and Holland, you saw it unfold on your screens. Ricky Stevens moved up past Benny Stroyer to 9th.
Congratulations, fellas. Take us through your race.
Yeah, it was good, really. We managed to get a good start, and I just knew that I had to break him from the word go, and luckily we managed to do that, set a new lap record on the 2nd lap, so everything ran to a dream, mate, yeah, over the moon. Just like to quickly have a big mention to DFDS Seaways. The budget got a bit tight towards the end of the year, and they've helped us out and got us to these last few races, so thanks to them, and thanks to everyone who's helped us during the year, and yeah, it's great to be back in the BSB paddock and with a World Championship under our belts.
What are your thoughts on Assen?
Favourite track, best track ever, I think. So fast, so flowing, it's absolutely a dream to come in, and it's just an amazing track, to be honest, and brilliant ride from Tim again. We wanted our lap record back, and we got it by over half a second, and no, really big enjoy, to be honest.
Congratulations, very well done.
Thanks very much. Thank you, cheers.
So what has that done to the standings? Lovelock and Lawrence still there on 240. That's what my rudimentary mathematics told me. Laurie and Neave, 37 points adrift. Holland and Watson are under some pressure now from Tim Reeves, who is marching on. The 50 he got today, terrific stuff. So he'll be absolutely thrilled with that. Reuterholt, a solid 5th in the championship table. Hegarty getting better all the time. Terrific. Well, Tim Reeves getting a real drenching there. That podium is the same as race 1, but the new leathers will go home smelling of champagne. Fantastic 12-lapper here. Tim Reeves utterly victorious.